come to the next question. First the question was about the performance of the state government. Let's now pin this down to the Chief Minister and look at how people perceive the performance of Mr. Stalin. This is his first term of being in power. Earlier it was his father who was in power, Mr. Karunanidhi. Now, when the question is asked, are you satisfied with the Chief Minister's performance? 22% say they are very satisfied, which is higher than the level of satisfaction with his government. And that should give Stalin some joy that his own personal popularity is 7% more than that of his government. Satisfied to some extent is 33%. Remember, when the question was asked about the state government, it was 36%. Not satisfied at all is 22%. Earlier it was about 25%. Don't know, can't say is roughly the same. So his personal level of popularity measured by his satisfaction is higher than that of his state government, and that gives some joy to MK Stalin. What do you make of the fact that Stalin seems to have generated higher satisfaction ratings, Narayan Lakshman, than his government? And 7% is not a small percentage. It's a pretty big number of people who seem more satisfied with Stalin, the Chief Minister, than with the Stalin government.
Well, Rahul, I think part of this, if you're looking at psychology of respondents to your survey, as well as the psychology of voters in general, relates to the fact that historically, Tamil Nadu voters have always liked to have strong leaders in place. Part of it relates to the history of the Dravidian movement itself, which was seen as a dissenting voice to the mainstream politics that was happening in post-colonial India, and a need for certain caste groups to come together and class groups as well to reassert their rights and talk about state autonomy and federal politics. But from that, it also segued into broader elements that touch upon film culture and seeing, hero-like figures, whether it was, MGR or Amma or now Stalin, though Stalin, of course, doesn't have such a strong film background, but again, perceived as the sole inheritor of the Dravidian legacy. He's inherited the mantle of it quite smoothly after his father's time. The personal popularity stems from the belief that he is possibly seen as a leader who can speak up for Tamil rights, for the Tamil state, and specifically in the context of demanding rights within the federal union that is India, in negotiating, for example, to get a fair share of resources from the center for governance work in Tamil Nadu. So I think Tamils have, like Saravanan said, very acute sense of all these things. They are very sharp and they think deeply about it, and they will definitely pick a strong personality leader.
Let Kovai Satyan,
even if they see his party or his government maybe has failed in a few parts, they would put him above that. So your result is not surprising in that.
Kovai Satyan, the fact that Stalin has emerged as a hero of sorts on the issue of delimitation, on the issue of pushing back against the center, on the issue of language. Now, those are very emotional issues in a state like Tamil Nadu, and there, forget the charges of corruption or what they've done or not done. He seems to be making it bigger. Stalin versus the BJP, and that's the pitch that he's got. So it's not just about local governance and corruption kind of issues. He's making it a larger fight about Tamil pride and identity.
Rahul, having borrowed more than 3.5 lakh crore in the last 4 years and acting day in and day out for the last 4 years, this is the result what you can expect. Nothing else.
Why did you not do that?
Okay, Saravanan, let him speak. Can't have two people speak. Fade down. No, once again, Saravanan, your fader is down. Let Kovai Satyan complete. I'll come back to you for response.
I know, but I remain quiet till such time you finished. So let's have that. This is what you expect. There are so much of misplaced priority on the ground realities. People are waiting for an opportunity to show the door to this DMK government. If assembly elections were to be held tomorrow, I can give it to you in writing that DMK will be shown the door in Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
The perception index are fast changing. So precisely for this reason, for the sole reason that they are losing ground, one reason, primary reason I would attribute is not only the misgovernance and mismanagement and incompetence, elevation of his son, trying to identify or place his son as a successor to the higher ranks. That itself has not gone well with their own party.
Let Saravanan respond to the charge of dynasty and nepotism in Udayanidhi Stalin being built up as a potential successor. Satyan, I'm coming back to you in a moment. Let Saravanan respond to that.
See, there is no nepotism at all, Rahul. See, you can take in a democracy, you can take someone being son of somebody only to a certain extent. Then it is the choice of the people to elect him or not. If they had seen him as dynast and not someone who is worthy to get their votes, he would not have won the election. He won the seat, and he is performing very well as the sports minister. We can't even remember who was the sports minister during the ADMK regime in the last 3 years. Almost all the international events, so many world championships are being held in the state of Tamil Nadu. That is the reason why he was given. He performed very well, and now he is being become made the deputy chief minister, and the going is good. The people have seen. If that is a problem, everything would have reflected in your survey. Everybody would have said they are not happy, they are not satisfied. See, the opposition, they don't have any political capital. They don't have any political things to say. They cannot challenge us politically. That is the reason they are making this from day one. This is what they have been saying. They said the same thing about our leader, the chief minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin. They said he is a dynast. He cannot rule. Now he is the chief minister. People chose him. They gave him a resounding victory. Now he is being the proverbial.
Kovai Satyan, are you concerned that as images do the rounds of Home Minister Amit Shah meeting with Palanisamy, that the AIDMK, which had been seen as one half of the Dravidian argument, then gets very closely associated with the centre, and the DMK runs away with the space for Tamil identity and Tamil pride, pitching it as DMK versus the BJP?
Rahul, I hope I'll have the time to answer this question. Thanks for putting this up now. It's a checkmate for both DMK and BJP. That's what our leader has done. Ek patar mein do aankh. Arey yaar, BJP needs DMK as a standby if Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar fails in the run. So DMK will come as a backup. So what our leader has done is he went to Delhi, highlighted the failures and incompetence of M.K. Stalin and his failure to retrieve the state rights starting from Meghdadu and the thousands and thousands of crores of corruption that is happening. So he has given a list of failures of DMK government and sought the central government's intervention to take action. So no, it's a checkmate for BJP.
Okay.
If they dare to go and take action. And the second point is, narrative after narrative, what M.K. Stalin is trying to build, saying that he is a savior and custodian of Tamil Nadu and Tamil right, has been clearly exposed. What is his call in Meghdadu? Nothing is being done. What has happened to NEET? With one signature, it will go away. Now he is struggling to make NEET go away from Tamil Nadu. All the tall promises to retrieve state rights and protect the interests of